Broadcasting live from the Meridics VOBS Studio Broadcast Center at Centennial Sportsplex. This is GNASH Hockey on the Middle Tennessee Sports Network as we are bringing you a doubleheader that we have not done in a very long time, where we start in one place and finish in another. First up here at Centennial, Ravenwood taking on JPII-MLK. Then it's back in the car, driving down to Bellevue to Fort Ice Center to bring you Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb taking on Franklin for the nightcap. Week 8 of the season, first week of play, first day of play in November. There are 3 weeks left before the Thanksgiving break. There are just 7 weeks left, including this one, in the entire regular season. But, of course, we're going to play them all over these next nearly 3 months as we have the Thanksgiving break and, of course, the 4-week holiday break still ahead. But, yeah, we are halfway through the regular season in terms of weeks. This is the second half of the regular season in terms of weeks, 8 out of 14. And we're very nearly halfway through the number of games we're scheduled to play. After Wednesday night, we'll be past halfway. So we only did one game last week. That was that Ravenwood NBA game last Monday. Quite a bit happened since then, so let's go over all the final scores from last week. Last Monday, Ravenwood beat Montgomery Bell Academy 3-1. Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb beat Rutherford Rampage 6-1. Summit Page beat Centennial FRA 4-1. JPII-MLK beat Mount Juliet Wilson Central Green Hill 4-2. Now here comes a result that's more shocking than the Outlaws beating Ravenwood. Independence BAUSN Nashville Christian beat Father Ryan 5-2. Zach Fonsbeck allowed all 5 goals. Father Ryan have not won a game yet this season when Zach Fonsbeck has played in goal. 2 losses and a tie. Then on Wednesday, Franklin beat Station Camp Liberty Creek 6-3. MBA beat Rutherford Rampage 3-0. And the Tennessee Outlaws beat the Montgomery County Rangers 12-2. There was no game on Thursday because of Halloween. So here are the standings. Coming into tonight, Hendersonville beats Lawson, still leading at 6-1-1, although they might be in second place by the end of the night. Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb in second at 6-0, Franklin at 6-1. Whoever wins that game goes to the top of GNASH. Ravenwood at 5-1, along with JPII-MLK. Summit Page at 5-2. MBA at 4-2-1. Tennessee Outlaws right in 8th place at 3-3. Rutherford Rampage at 3-5. Brentwood at 2-3-1. Centennial FRA 2-4. Father Ryan 1-4-1. Station Camp Liberty Creek and Independence BAUSN Nashville Christian are both at 1-5-1. Mount Juliet Wilson Central Green Hill 0-6-2, and the Montgomery County Rangers are 0-7. 4 games tonight coming up in a few minutes here on Rink A at Centennial. It's going to be Ravenwood taking on JPII-MLK. 7:05 here on Rink A, Centennial FRA taking on Mount Juliet Wilson Central Green Hill. 7:40 over on Rink B, Brentwood taking on Montgomery Bell. And 8:30 on the Terry Chris Spring in Bellevue, Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb taking on Franklin. Again, we'll have that game for you, 8:25 pregame. All right, now, tonight, we could have a team knocked out of contention for the GNASH Cup regular season championship, and that team is Mount Juliet Wilson Central Green Hill. If Mount Juliet lose to Centennial and there is a winner, either team wins that Ensworth-Franklin game, Mount Juliet are officially out of contention for the GNASH Cup regular season championship. Now, that would not doom them into the Hein Cup quite yet, although tonight is their 9th game of the regular season. They only have 6 left. If they lose tonight to Centennial, which they probably will, I really can't see them beating like an upper tier team or a team barely above them to try and get into that top 8 and get into the Preds Cup. So, yeah, Mount Juliet, they lose to Centennial, and then somebody wins that Ensworth-Franklin game. The Golden Bears are officially out of contention for the GNASH Cup regular season championship. And Montgomery County could be knocked out Wednesday night if they lose to Father Ryan. All right, let's talk about the 2 teams playing the first game of our doubleheader this evening. First up, Ravenwood taking on, or Ravenwood coached by James Gately. 5-1 coming into tonight. And I pulled up the schedule that only has their remaining games on. I need the full schedule that has all of their results so far. Ravenwood opened the season with a 9-0 win over Brentwood on September 18th. Beat Mount Juliet Wilson Central Green Hill 10-0 on September 30th. Beat the Rutherford Rampage 9-1 on October 3rd. Lost 2-0 to the Outlaws on October 17th, but again, they had a bunch of players missing. They were down to 10 skaters. Beat the Montgomery County Rangers 9-0, and then on October 21st, and then last Monday, they beat MBA 3-1. So here are the stats for the Raptors coming into tonight. Cooper Hill's the team's leading scorer. He has 14 points from 9 goals and 5 assists. Brady Friedman, 10 points from a goal and 9 assists. Keaton Moffitt, 9 points from 5 goals and 4 assists. Grady Fernan and Cannon Kaiser each with 6 points from 4 goals and 2 assists. Jake Farrell and Liam Powell each have 6 points from 3 goals and 3 assists. Robert Longard has 5 points from 2 goals and 3 assists. Timo Holland has 5 points from a goal and 4 assists. Jake Lipinski, Anthony Maltese each with 4 points from 2 goals and 2 assists. Luke Pierce with 4 points from a goal and 3 assists. Mason Reed with 3 points from assists. Owen Apple with 2 points from assists. Cooper Friedman, Zeke Landcamer, and Aryan Patnaik each with a point from a goal. Lucas O'Leary, the only Ravenwood skater this season without a point to his name. On to goalie play, Reese McKenzie has played in 3 games. Started all 3. Her record is 3-0. She's played the full 126 minutes. Goals against average of .36. She has 2 shutouts. She's allowed 1 goal and 28 shots, turned away the other 27. Her save percentage in the regular season so far is .964. Colin Gower has played in 3 games. All of them were starts. His record 2-1. He has not played 126 minutes because I'm pretty sure that second goal for the Outlaws was an empty netter. So I'm pretty sure the rest of his stats besides his record and, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's allowed just 2 goals, not 3. And I don't feel like calculating everything. So Colin Gower's stats are not totally correct in my view. Let's move on to JPII-MLK, coached by Justin Clark. Got off to a perfect 4-0 start on the season. Opened the season with a 3-2 win over Father Ryan on September 16th. Beat the Montgomery County Rangers 7-0 on September 23rd. Beat Independence BAUSA Nashville Christian 7-1 on October 2nd. Beat Franklin 4-1 on October 14th. Lost 5-2 to MBA on October 23rd. And then last Monday beat Mount Juliet Wilson Central Green Hill 4-2. So here are their stats coming into tonight. Clayton Roach is the team's leading scorer. He has 12 points from 5 goals and 7 assists. Nick Pellegrino has 8 points from a goal, or 9 points from a goal and 8 assists. Joe Hiller has 8 points from 5 goals and 3 assists. Oscar Ford has 4 points from 2 goals and 2 assists. Saxon Clements and Reese Davidson each have 4 points from a goal and 3 assists. David Babas has 4 points all from goals. Cade Siemendorf has 3 points from 2 goals and an assist. Ian Sullivan has 3 points from a goal and 2 assists. Coleman Glidewell has 2 points from goals. Ben Parrish, Winston Walker, and Nick Hollis each with a point from a goal. And Hugo Ford and Will Emerson each with a point from an assist. Moving on to goalie play, Matthew Simmons has played in 3 games. 3 of them were starts. His record 3-0. He's played 126 minutes, goals against average of 1.79. No shutouts. He's allowed 5 goals on 41 shots, turned away the other 36. His save percentage in the regular season so far is .878. Jacob Benoit has played in 3 games. All of them were starts. His record 2-1. He's played the full 126 minutes. Goals against average. Sorry, he's got 1 shutout. Goals against average of 2.14. 1 shutout. He's allowed 6 goals and 54 shots, turned away the other 48. His save percentage in the regular season so far is .889. As we're down to 2 minutes left in the warm-up, pregame warm-up. The scorekeeper is here. And the officials are here. So once this warm-up is done, the game should be ready to go. 1 minute left in the pregame warm-up. Going to go ahead and tell you that Thursday we're going to make our first visit to Antioch this season for the Henry Hine Cup final rematch between Rutherford and Brentwood. Of course, it was the Rampage who beat Brentwood 4-0 way back on February 29th to win the Hine Cup. And the warm-up clock runs down to 0. No Saxon Clements and Kate Ziemendorf, I'm being told. I think we're missing a linesman. No. Okay, we got a full 4-person officiating crew. Okay. Ready to go with this one. Matthew Simmons going to start and goal for JP2. Colin Gower. Is it Colin Gower going to start and goal for Ravenwood? For this first period, JP2 will carry the puck from my left to right, Ravenwood from my right to left. It looks like it might be Reese McKenzie. I think it's too small to beat Gower as Nick Pellegrino ends up firing the puck out of play on the near side. It is Reese McKenzie in goal. Now, I'm surprised by that. Well, that took the first 7 seconds off the clock. Draw's going to be to the right of Matthew Simmons inside the JP2 zone. Won by the Raptors, Cooper Friedman, with a backhander on goal that was stopped by Simmons. I don't know if the scorekeeper saw that. Cooper Hill keeping the puck inside the JP2 zone, carrying it around the back of the net. Trying to pass it up the left wing side, but it hit the shins of Nick Hollis. Puck comes up to the left point, held in. Cannon Kaiser's shot from the top of the left circle misses the net to the left of Simmons. JP2 clear the puck out, but knocked down by Mason Reed, but then he gives it away. David Bavis, left wing side of the Ravenwood zone, a shot that goes into the netting above the glass. May have hit a stick on its way out. 13-15 left in the first, no goals on the board. And yes, it did hit a Ravenwood stick on its way out because they're going to drop it to the right of Reese McKenzie. Draw one by the Raptors, but they give it away behind the net. Puck sent around the boards to the near side. Ian Sullivan going to the end boards, trying to put it out in front. Clayton Roach gets to it, but he takes a bump, and Ravenwood able to clear the puck out. Now it's back in the JP2 zone left wing side. Grady Fernan cutting into the front of the net, shoots it over the net from the bottom of the left circle. Then a shot from the right half wall is deflected and goes past the net. Now Clayton Roach trying to pass it up the far wall. Just goes over the red line and out. Now it's on the near side at center, taken back by the Raptors. Fernan sent it back into the JP2 zone, but it was immediately intercepted and cleared. Now it's back deep in the Ravenwood end of their left wing corner. Coleman Glidewell behind the net. Gives it away. Here come the Raptors to center. Here's Brady Friedman trying to go to the front of the JP2 net. Takes a little bump from Nick Hollis, goes down, back in his skates. Drops the puck to the end boards for Liam Powell, who couldn't keep it on his stick. It's cleared out to center by Reese Davidson. Now it's brought back into the JP2 zone, but it comes to Nick Hollis. Passes up the far wall. And now Clayton Roach back in the Ravenwood zone. The puck knocked off his stick as he tried to go down the slot. Puck on the near side boards. Now it's out on the far side, and the Raptors are going to clear it out. It's back in the JP2 zone, immediately cleared out by Nick Pellegrino. Ravenwood with it again. Sent back into the JP2 zone, icing waved off because it drifted right past two JP2 players who could have played it. Clearing attempt held in at the right point by Timo Holden, tried to send it down the wall, hit one of the referees, and there's a shot from the slot. It's turned away by Simmons with a right leg pad. That was Jake Farrell shooting. Now the puck comes to the front of the net, and covering it up at his right-hand post is Simmons. 11-13 left in the first, no goals on the board, as Jake Farrell got the best look anyone's gotten so far. Free in the slot, but off Simmons' right leg pad. Draw's going to be to his right. They dropped the puck, but Keaton Moffitt and Ian Sullivan got too close to the face-off dot, so they're going to drop it again. Won by Ravenwood. Kenan Kaiser shot from the top of the left circle off the right leg pad of Simmons. Mason Reed tried to put it, it was Moffitt trying to put it in front and actually hit a stick. Came on goal, and again, off the right leg pad of Simmons, and he covers. Draw's going to be to his right once more. Draw one by JP2, Ian Sullivan. Backhanding it over to the far wall. Oh, hit the skate of Hugo Ford. Or Oscar Ford, excuse me. And JP2 are able to clear the puck out. It's in the Ravenwood zone now. Raptors getting it around the wall. Oh, but it's taken by Ford, and his shot. Score! Oscar Ford comes up with a puck, carries it just inside the right circle towards the slot and fires it into the back of the net, and JP2 have the first goal of the game. 1-0 Knights with 10:39 to go in the first. Draw one by Ravenwood. Oh, but then given away at center to Ian Sullivan, and then it poked off his stick, but the puck comes to Clayton Roach. Roach. Now Oscar Ford back in the Ravenwood zone. Moving into the right circle. Now it's Roach behind the net. Coming out to the left wing side, passing up to the left point. And a shot from Hugo Ford. Score! It's deflected in from in front. It's Oscar Ford with a tip in. So he's got both of JP2's goals. It takes him just 26 seconds to go back up 2-0 with 10:13 to go in the first. Puck out on the far side inside the Ravenwood zone. Brought to center by the Raptors. And a shot from Cooper Friedman off a stick and over the JP2 net. So Ravenwood, the only game they've lost this season, they lost 2-0 to the Outlaws. They already find themselves down 2-0. Just over 4 minutes in here to JP2. Cooper Hill round the back of the JP2 net. Drops it down into the left wing corner. Put the puck behind the net. Now it's in the left wing corner. Mason Reed getting to it. Tried to clear. Cooper Hill holds it in. Here's Mason Reed, bottom of the left circle. Goes below the goal line, round the back of the net. Comes around to the far side, gets pushed into the boards. David Bavis with a puck. Carries to center. Bavis shoots it just past the net to the right of McKenzie as he crossed the Ravenwood blue line. Here come the Raptors again. I think this is Cooper Hill racing into the JP2 zone. He's in the slot. Yes, it is Hill. Sends the puck into the right wing corner for Mason Reed to pick up. Reed leaves it behind the net for Rob Longard. Longard comes back out right circle, passes up to the right point. It's Cannon Kaiser sending it down the wall. Now Liam Powell, left wing side of the JP2 zone. Turns and shoots from the left circle. Stopped and held on to by Simmons. 8:32 to go in the first. 2-0 JP2. Draw is to the right of Simmons. One by Ravenwood. Brady Friedman, left point. Fires it down the left wing boards, coming around towards the right wing corner. Robert Longard with it. Drops it down to Liam Powell. Tried to pass the slot, went off a JP2 stick. Longard with it. Now Fernan from the side of the net with a backhander that goes off the blocker pad of Matthew Simmons. And then Powell shoots from the top of the right circle, and that's turned away by Simmons. Puck sent back deep into the Ravenwood zone. Icing waved off because it hit a Ravenwood stick on its way out of the zone. JP2 with it. Pass out. High slot. Ian Sullivan shot blocked. Ravenwood with a puck at center. Robert Longard, left wing side of the JP2 zone. Fires it past the net to the left of Simmons into the right wing corner. Here's Liam Powell shooting with the right circle, and that misses. Brady Friedman left point. Pass went off a JP2 stick. Keaton Moffitt, high slot, moves over to the right wing. Moffitt right up against the boards. Try to pass out to Maltese. It's held in the zone and sent down deep by Brady Friedman. Puck comes around on the near boards. Coleman Glidewell clears it out off the stick of Moffitt. Puck back in the Ravenwood zone. Sent back into the JP2 end. Nick Pellegrino tried to clear it out. Couldn't get it out hard enough. Didn't give enough oomph to that clearing attempt. And the puck again held in on the far wall. Put out in front for Moffitt. Knocked away by Simmons with his stick. And Moffitt was unable to regain control and get off a shot. Jack Davis bringing the puck back into the Ravenwood zone. Taken back by the Raptors. Sent back into the JP2 end. Jake Farrell behind the net. Puck out on the far boards. Passed up to the right point. Here's a shot. Taking a few deflections. Oh, and it just went past the net to the left of Simmons. He put the glove down. I'm not sure if it went off the glove on its way out or not, or on its way past or not. Puck was held in at the left point and sent down deep by Zeke Landcamer. Puck out on the far wall and cleared out by David Bavis. Now here is Landcamer. Banking it off the far glass back towards the JP2 blue line. Brought back in by Jake Farrell, and his shot from the high slot off the right leg pad of Simmons. Farrell come out in front, and his pass was broken up. Jack Davis carries the puck to center. Dumps it into the Ravenwood zone. Puck is at the end boards. Now it's out on the far side. Ravenwood trying to clear it out. And it's taken by JP2, but the momentum forced Joe Hiller to go out to center. He brings it back in, although he's knocked off the puck. And now the Raptors have it at center. Lucas O'Leary back into the JP2 zone, and the puck poked away and cleared out by the Knights. Off the bench to play it, I believe that's Anthony Maltese. Tried to pass ahead to O'Leary. Again, Lucas O'Leary, the only Ravenwood skater without a point to his name this season. Aryan Patnaik loses the puck, and it's cleared out by the Knights. It's going to be an icing as it goes up the far side. 5:17 left in the first. Still 2-0 JP2. Draw's going to be to the left of Matthew Simmons. They've all been to his right when inside the JP2 zone, but this one's to his left. Draw in with the Knights. Puck sent around the wall to the near side. Cannon Kaiser holds it in. Sends it back down towards the left wing corner. Comes back around to the near side boards. Held in just below the left point by Cooper Hill. It gets knocked down by Coleman Glidewell. Cannon Kaiser with a shot in the left circle off the glove of Simmons. Fell in between his knees, and he puts them together to get the whistle. Draw's going to be to Simmons right again. Draw one by Ravenwood. Oh, and Mason Reed's shot hits the post to the right of Simmons. Puck in the right wing corner. It's Cooper Hill behind the net. Backhands it up to the right point. Passed over to Cannon Kaiser, top of the left circle. He backhands it down to the end boards. It was Anthony Maltese passing over to Kaiser. Now here's Hill again, re-emerging on the left wing side. Spins around. And his pass is broken up. Oh, but it comes back to Hill, and he gets a soft little shot towards the net that Simmons turns away. Now here's Hill again. It's Mason Reed this time shooting in the right circle that misses the net to the left of Simmons. Now a shot in the right point, stopped by Simmons, and Nick Pellegrino clears the rebound out of the crease. That was Cannon Kaiser with that shot attempt just then. Or that shot on goal, I should say, since Simmons made the save. They're trying to clear the puck out, held in by Hill. Puck coming down the right wing wall. Nick Hollis tried to clear, slowed up by Hill's stick. Mason Reed with it. Reed, pass across. Hill has it in his skates. Oh, but he whiffed on the shot attempt because Hill came in and forced him to whiff on it. The puck is iced by JP2. 3:31 to go in the first. Still 2-0 Knights. Draw to the right of Simmons. Won by Ravenwood, but the puck goes out to center. It's a foot race. Timo Holland is going to beat Reese Davidson to it inside the Ravenwood zone. Passes up the far side. Grady Fernan deflects it into the JP2 zone, and Ian Sullivan whiffs trying to clear the puck out. Liam Powell keeps it in left circle. Powell shot off of Simmons into the netting above the glass. Draw be to the right of Simmons again. Draw one by JP2. Ian Sullivan fires it around the wall to the far side. David Bavis catches it and brings it out to center. And he's going to, nope, they waved it off because it went right past Brady Friedman. And Brady Friedman turns the puck over. Shot in the left circle, turned away by Reese McKenzie. She makes a big save on David Bavis's. JP2 almost had a 3-0 lead, but Reese McKenzie stands tall. Now here's Liam Powell back in the JP2 zone. Round defender to the front of the net. And he runs into Simmons and knocks the net loose. Got to the front of the net, got off a backhander that Simmons stopped. And then his momentum carried him into Simmons. Dislodged the net. 2:37 left in the first, still 2-0. JP2. Draw's going to be to Simmons' right. It's won by JP2, Nick Pellegrino. Carries it out to the far side. Brings it into the Ravenwood zone on the left wing. Stops in the left wing corner. Had his Ravenwood man fall over, tracking him. Raptors with the puck trying to clear it out, held in at the left point. And another attempt hits Pellegrino right at the blue line, and now the puck's going to be carried out. Back into the JP2 zone, and a shot think it was turned away by Simmons. That was off the stick of Timo Holland. Now here's Clayton Roach backhanding it up the far side. Brady Friedman in his own end, trying to clear it out. He does. Nick Hollis with it at center, drops it back to Hugo Ford, who banks it hard off the near boards back into the back into the Ravenwood zone. JP2 with a puck again. Here's Clayton Roach giving it away. Brady Friedman behind his own net. Ends up icing it. He was trying to pass it ahead to Jake Farrell, who was well covered by Ian Sullivan at the blue line. 90 seconds left in the first. Still 2-0 JP2. Draw is going to be to the left of Reese McKenzie. Ravenwood win the draw, get into the JP2 zone. Mason Reed from the left circle shot hit the shins of Hugo Ford. Puck out on the far side. David Bavis with it. Passes ahead, or tried to pass it ahead to Winston Walker at center. It was intercepted, brought back in by the Raptors, but then Mason Reed gives it away. Ian Sullivan ends up chipping it out of play, chipping it into his own bench, trying to get it out. Oh, they're going to say it went off. They're going to say it went off a Ravenwood player on its way onto the bench. So the draw is going to be on the dot right in front of the JP2 bench. Won by the Raptors. Final minute of the first. Puck back in the Ravenwood zone. Mason Reed going to get to it, try and clear. And now here's Cooper Hill back into the JP2 zone. Shot in the high slot. Blocked by the skates of Nick Hollis. Now here's Mason Reed having the puck knocked away in the left wing corner. Now Cooper Friedman behind the net. Trying to put it out in front. It hit the outside of the left post. The post to the left of Simmons. 30 seconds left of the period. Here's Hill. Around the back of the net again. Passing out to the slot. And a shot. Oh, it's in. Cannon Kaiser with a shot from the slot that hit the inside. Or maybe hit the post to the left of Simmons. Then went off of Simmons and into the back of the net. And Ravenwood are on the board. It's 2-1 JP2 with 22.7 seconds to go in the first. Draw one by JP2. They get it into the Ravenwood zone. Here's Coleman Glidewell with a shot from the right wing off the right leg pad of Reese McKenzie. Back the other way come the Raptors. Here is Cooper Hill down the right wing. Oh, but he had to stretch to keep the puck near him. Couldn't get off a shot from the bottom of the right circle. Oscar Ford sending the puck to the near side. Time's going to run out on the first. Oscar Ford scored twice in a span of 26 seconds to put JP2 up 2-0 before 4 minutes were gone in this first period. But Cannon Kaiser scores for the Raptors, which is 22.7 seconds to go in the first. And after one, it's JPII-MLK 2, Ravenwood 1. Ready to start the second period. Reese McKenzie still in goal for Ravenwood. Matthew Simmons still in goal for JP2 for this second period. Ravenwood will carry the puck from my left to right. JP2 from my right to left. According to the box score, shots on goal favor the Knights 8-5. Ravenwood win the draw, and it is in the JP2 zone on the near side. Liam Powell shot in the right point. Stopped and held on to by Simmons. Draws to Simmons left. Won by JP2. Oscar Ford at center. Brings it into the Ravenwood zone. Offside. I think Clayton Roach entered the zone just ahead of him. Draw's going to be on the dot in front of the bleachers across from the JP2 bench at center. It is won by Ravenwood. Grady Fernan sending it to the far side of the JP2 zone. Knights immediately clear it out. Clayton Roach with it. Brings it into the Ravenwood zone. Puck got away from him. It's a nice back checking by Brady Friedman. Roach with it again. Comes out to the left wing side this time. Hands it off to Nick Hollis. Passes off. Oscar Ford in front of backhander. Stopped by McKenzie. And she's got it covered. Great stuff by Reese McKenzie. .13:07 to go in the second. Still 2-1. JP2 draws to the left of McKenzie. Draw one by Ravenwood. They clear it out of the zone. Hugo Ford picks it up at center. Sends it towards the Ravenwood blue line, intercepted by Timo Holland. Swept back into the Ravenwood zone. Cleared out again. Now Joe Hiller brings it back in on the left wing side. Oh, but offside again. Either David Bavas or Reese Davidson stepped over the line too quickly. Draws on the dot in front of the JP2 bench. Won by the Knights. They'll dump it in. Puck coming around the boards to the far side. Keaton Moffitt trying to clear. Now Jake Farrell with it. Puck was knocked away from him. Moffitt comes in, picks it up, brings it into the JP2 zone on the right wing side. He's in the right wing corner. Passed across to the left point. There's a shot from Zeke Landkammer. May have gone off the glove of Simmons and over the net. Here's Joe Hiller bringing it back into the Ravenwood zone. Nice job by Jake Farrell to pickpocket him from behind. Farrell brings it to center. Back into the JP2 zone on the left wing. Tried to put it out in front. Ian Sullivan broke it up with a stick. Comes to the right point. Fired past the net by Timo Holland. Puck in the left wing corner. Puck put out in front off a JP2 stick, the stick of Hugo Ford. Knights with it at center. Here's David Bavas back in the Ravenwood zone. Shot from the blue line, just in front of the blue line, blockered away by Reese McKenzie. Now Jake Lipinski out at center. Lost the puck. It still ends up in the JP2 zone. Then he catches up to it and fires it to the end boards. Clayton Roach with it now. Try to fire it ahead to, I'm sorry, it was not Roach. That was Nick Pellegrino trying to fire it ahead to Clayton Roach, who couldn't get a stick on it, and it goes for an icing. 11-12 left in the second. Still 2-1, JP2. Draw is going to be to the right of Simmons. Won by JP2. Ravenwood take it away inside the zone. Nick Pellegrino has it out on the far side. Now Ravenwood regain possession. Puck put out in front of the JP2 net. Brought in front, pass left circle, a shot from Cooper Hill, turned away by Matthew Simmons. Puck held in by Mason Reed. Oh, and two JP2 players run into each other, and there's a chance near the net, and the shot missed. Nick Pellegrino and Oscar Ford ran into each other and went down, and that gave Brady Friedman a great look, standing to the left of the JP2 net, and he fires it over and out of play. And the draw is going to be to the right of Simmons. 10:33 to go in the second. Still 2-1 JP2. Ravenwood win the draw on another shot off of Simmons into the netting above the glass, so they'll drop it to his right once more. No, they say it was Ravenwood shot it out of play. So they're going to drop it at center in front of the Raptor bench. Won by the Knights. Here's David Bavis having the puck knocked off his stick, but it still goes into the Ravenwood zone anyway. Puck out on the far side, held into the right point. Ian Sullivan, passes down to the right circle. Joe Hiller with a shot turned away by Reese McKenzie. And now Ravenwood are going to end up icing the puck. Trying to get a breakout pass to, I think, Cooper Hill. Yeah. 10:06 left in the second. Still 2-1. JP2. Draw is going to be to Reese McKenzie's left. Draw one by Ravenwood. Puck carried to center. Robert Longard into the JP2 zone on the left wing side. Tried to center it, but his intended target had already gone too far ahead of the puck. Brought to center and then given back to the Raptors. Longard sending it up the far wall. Knights take it back. Here's Oscar Ford. Ford pushes the puck back into the Ravenwood zone and it knocked away. Grady Fernan brings it out. Passes over to the far side. Robert Longard, left wing side of the JP2 zone, drops it back to the left point. Passes over the right wing side now to the center point. There's a shot from Holon. Was blocked. And JP2 ended up clearing the puck out. This might go for an icing. Yes, it will. Just goes over the goal line for an icing. 9:12 left in the second. Still 2-1 JP2. Draws to the right of Simmons. One by the Knights. They try and clear it out. It's held in. Shot from the left point off the left leg pad of Simmons. Here's Liam Powell with a shot from the slot. Misses the net to the right of Simmons. Puck out on the far boards. JP2 trying to push it out. Puck ends up behind the net again. Picked up by Grady Fernan, I think he got slashed from behind, yet we're going to have a penalty here. We're going to have our first penalty of the game. It's going to be a cross check. And an unsportsmanlike conduct. Nick Pellegrino argued the call. It's called for cross check, but then he argued the call, and he got is it 10-minute misconduct? Because they're asking for somebody to serve the two. And Winston Walker's going to serve the two. So it must be a 2 and a 10. Well, that takes a big defensive player out for a while for JP2. Ravenwood getting the first power play of the game, down 2-1 with 8:33 to go in the second. Draw one by JP2. Hugo Ford trying to fire it out of the zone and does. Ends up back in the Ravenwood end. Liam Powell will track it down. Powell and Hill out there for the Raptors. Powell through center, back into the JP2 zone on the left wing side of the puck, poked away, cleared out. Here's Cooper Hill. Oh, fumbled it and it poked away. Now Clayton Roach back in the Ravenwood zone, but he had a man on him preventing him from getting the shot away. Now Brady Friedman turns it over to Oscar Ford. Friedman falls over. Ford fumbling the puck inside the Ravenwood zone. Try to put it to the front of the net. Hit the bottom bar on the outside of the right-hand side of the net. Lucky escapes for Ravenwood both times. Cooper Hill. Hill carrying it around to the far side. Passes it over to Powell. Back to Hill, who's at the blue line. It poked away, but he kept Clayton Roach from again getting a possible breakaway. Under a minute left in the power play for the Raptors. Here's Powell. Took a little slash from Oscar Ford. Carries the puck right to the JP2 net as his shot turned away by Matthew Simmons. And the puck bounces out in front, goes to center, picked up by Roach. Roach into the Ravenwood zone. Shot in the right wing, turned away by McKenzie. He shot it from the right circle, and Reese McKenzie comes up with a save. Under 30 seconds left of the power play for for Ravenwood. Although the way JP2 are playing, it looks like they're on the power play. Puck back in the night zone. Here's Brady Friedman, bottom of the left circle. Looking for somebody to pass to, so he'll drop it behind the net. Brought out to the right wing. And a shot from out high. I think it's Mason Reed with a shot. Stopped and held on to by Simmons. 2 seconds left in the power play. 6:35 to go in the second. Still 2-1 JP2. Draws to the right of Simmons. Won by JP2. Penalty time against them is up. They're back at even strength. And Nick Pellegrino's still in the box for that 10-minute misconduct. Ravenwood dumped the puck back into the JP2 zone. Puck out on the far side. Now the puck put in front. Oh, and they score. Ravenwood had a man right down low in front of the net. He got the puck and he backhands it in. And the goal scorer appears to be Keaton Moffitt. Moffitt got the puck right in front of the JP2 net, crossed the front of it, backhanded it in. It is 2-2 with 6:15 to go in the second. Draw one by Ravenwood. Oh, and then Zeke Landcamer passes it, and it's intercepted by Clayton Roach. But Oscar Ford was over the Ravenwood blue line when Roach brought it in, and it's offside. Third time in this period, JP2 have been called for offside. Ravenwood get the puck into the JP2 zone. Zeke Landcamer left point, moving along the blue line, got off a shot that went off a stick, still came down towards Grady Fernan, who took a whack at it, missed. And the puck ends up loose, held in the zone by Jake Farrell, who sends it to the inboards. Here's Keaton Moffitt. Moffitt handing it off. Puck carried around the back of the net out to the far side. Now passed in front, Moffitt shot, score! Jake Farrell found Keaton Moffitt all alone on the right wing, and Moffitt fires the puck into the right-hand side of the net, and Ravenwood take the lead for the first time. They go up 3-2, 45 seconds after tying the game, 5:20 to go in the second. JP2 with a puck in the Ravenwood zone. Joe Hiller shot, score to the roof of the net from the slot. So 8 seconds after Ravenwood take the lead, JP2 win the subsequent faceoff, come right back and tie it. 5:12 to go in the second. It's 3-3. I should correct myself. Keaton Moffitt's second goal came 55 seconds after he scored the game-tying goal. Not 45, 55 seconds. Ravenwood with a puck in the JP2 zone. Shot from the left half wall, gloved and held on to by Matthew Simmons. That was Brady Friedman with a shot. Draw is going to be to Simmons' right. JB2 going to swap Coleman Glidewell for Ian Sullivan. Nope, they're going to make him stay out there. They're going to make Sullivan stay out there and make Glidewell go back to the bench. Draw one by JP2. Clayton Roach brings it into the Ravenwood zone. Shot off a stick into the right wing corner. And here's Oscar Ford trying to put it in front. Went off of Cooper Hill. Came up to the blue line. Held in by Nick Hollis. And he tried to pass it over to the far side. Went off the stick of Cooper Friedman. And now back the other way come Ravenwood. Puck put in front. But Cooper Friedman had already gone to the net. And it went behind him. Here's Cooper Hill with a soft backhander. Stopped. Oh, but it's in. Cooper Hill with a soft backhander that was stopped by Simmons. Rebound leaked behind him and was punched in from the left-hand side of the net. And scoring that goal for Ravenwood, Mason Reed, it looks like he was leading the fist bump line. So it is 4-3 Raptors with 4:22 to go in the second. So 50 seconds after JP2 tie it up, Ravenwood go back into the lead. Well, they're saying it's Cooper Hill on the box score. Jack Davis clears the puck out. Oh, and it's loose in the Ravenwood zone, and Coleman Glidewell poked off his stick. Timely back checking by Cannon Kaiser. Puck sent up the far wall. Liam Powell at center. Into the JP2 zone on the left wing side. Trying to go to the front of the net, and the puck swatted away. Now Powell trying to go to the front of the net again. A backhander stopped by Simmons. Rolling around in the crease. The puck comes to the left-hand side, and he's got it covered. 3:33 to go in the second. 4-3 Ravenwood leading. Draw is going to be to Simmons' left. Big tie-up for the puck off the draw. It's out at center. Oscar Ford brings it into the Ravenwood zone on the right wing side. He's out of the blue line, but he's about triple teamed. He gives the puck away. Here is Cooper Hill trying to pass it off to Jake Farrell inside the JP2 zone. And puck just held atop the blue line by Timo Holland, but then cleared out by the Knights. Cannon Kaiser banks it off the far glass. Here's David Babas shooting from center, just missed the net to the right of Reese McKenzie. Here's Liam Powell. Powell out at center. Back into the JP2 zone on the right wing side. Puck was knocked away from him by Hugo Ford on the back check. Puck carried around the back of the net, and they tried to put it out in front that was broken up. Passed up to the left point, Zeke Landkammer, and it knocked away. And a shot from the bottom of the left circle stopped and held on to by Simmons. Minute 57 to go in the second. 4-3 Ravenwood. Draw to the right of Simmons. Won by JP2, but Ravenwood take it away and hold it in the zone. Zeke Landcamer at the left point of the puck knocked away. Brady Friedman with it out at center. Passes over to Landcamer. Then he has it poked away inside the Ravenwood zone, but Brady Friedman forces him to the outside. Hiller behind the net comes out to the left wing side. Passes off Nick Hollis. Hollis, a shot stopped by McKenzie. She closed the 5-hole. Keaton Moffitt tried to pass ahead to Mason Reed at center, intercepted. Sent back into the Ravenwood zone. Here's Oscar Ford. Round Zeke Landcamer put in front, but unable to get a stick on it. With a net wide open was Coleman Glidewell. Clayton Roach round the back of the net, comes out to the left wing side. Hands it off, Hollis moves down, takes a shot, misses the net to the right of McKenzie. Puck carried to center, minute left in the second. Here come the Raptors. Pass across, and it's shot wide to the left of Simmons. Now a backhander turned away by Simmons. That was from Mason Reed. I think it was Cooper Hill who had that one-timer that went past the net. Now there's Cooper Hill out on the far side. Shot score! Cooper Hill from the top of the left circle. Fires it into the back of the net. And it is 5-3 Ravenwood with 38.5 seconds to go in the second. Draw one with the Knights. David Bavis, left wing side of the Ravenwood zone. Pass to the slot. Joe Hiller a shot. McKenzie got a piece of it as it went past the net. Under 30 seconds left in the period. Puck out at center. Here's Timo Holland, I think, left wing side of the JP2 zone. Going to there. A shot turned away by Simmons. Big battle for the puck in the left wing corner. And we're going to have a penalty. Ravenwood player got knocked down in that battle. And I think it's Hugo Ford that they're going to be sending to the box. Cross-checking against Ford. 10.1 seconds to go in the second. Ravenwood back to the power play, up 5-3. Draw is going to be to Simmons' right. Draw one by Ravenwood. The slap shot misses the net to the left of Simmons, and that's going to be it for the second. It was Timo Holland who had that shot. Ravenwood outscoring the Knights 4-1 here in the second. 2 goals from Keaton Moffitt. Cooper Hill had a goal. They gave him credit for another, but I think it may have been Mason Reed. I'll have to check. Joe Hiller scoring for the Knights. Ravenwood leading JPII-MLK 5-3 at the end of 2. Ready to go for the third and final period. Mason Reed did score that fourth Ravenwood goal, but it was Grady Fernan who had the fifth, the most recent one. Shots on goal favoring Ravenwood 24-20. Matthew Simmons still in goal for Ravenwood. Or sorry, for JP2. Reese McKenzie still in goal for Ravenwood for this third period. JP2 will carry the puck to my left to right. Ravenwood from my right to left. The Raptors starting this third and final period with 1:49 of power play time. Draw one by Ravenwood. Puck brought into the JP2 zone. Passed up to the right point, but Cooper Hill pushed out of the zone by Oscar Ford, but he's going to bring it back in. Here's Hill. Had the puck knocked away by Nick Hollis. Hollis tried to clear it out. He whiffs on it. Got Hill all over top of him. Oh, and Hill brought him down, and he's going to go to the box. Hill held on just a little too long, and he's going to go to the box. So Hill goes to the box for holding. It'll be 4-on-4 for 85 seconds. 13:35 to go in the game. Ravenwood up 5-3. Draw is going to be to Reese McKenzie's right. Came on goal. She had to turn it away. Here come the Raptors to center. Liam Powell up, offside. I think Mason Reed came in just ahead. Draw's going to be on the dot in front of the JP2 bench. Draw one by Ravenwood. Timo Holland. Passing across to Cannon Kaiser. Kaiser ahead, off the stick of Mason Reed. It's cleared out of the JP2 zone. Raptors regain possession at center. Puck sent back into the Knights' end. Nick Hollis fires it out at the far side for an icing. Under a minute left in the 4-on-4. 46 seconds left in the 4-on-4. 12:56 to go in the game. Still 5-1 or 5-3 Ravenwood. Draw is going to be to the left of Matthew Simmons. Draw one by JP2, but David Bavis couldn't clear it out. Puck on the inboard, sent around to the far side by Nick Hollis. Held in at the right point, fired right back down from the right point. Under 30 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Here's Keaton Moffitt putting it out in front for Timo Holden, but he couldn't keep the puck in his stick. Puck out at center. Jake Farrell pushed off it for a moment. Now he has it back. Farrell. Under a minute left in the Ravenwood power play, or Ravenwood penalty now too. Farrell shot in left circle, turned away by Simmons. Puck out on the far side. Penalty time against JP2 is up. They're now on the power play for 35 seconds. And a shot score! Jake Farrell from the slot. Short-handed goal for the Raptors. Fires it right into the back of the net. 6-3 Ravenwood with 12:06 to go. 31 seconds left on the penalty against the Raptors, against Cooper Hill. They have taken over this game. Slowly took it over in the second period. Now they've really got a grip on it. Puck in the Ravenwood zone. Under 30 seconds left in the power play now for JP2. Hugo Ford. Back into the Ravenwood zone and it knocked away. Goes down into the left wing corner. Wraparound try, stopped by McKenzie. I think McKenzie got a piece of it. Now Hugo Ford tried to put it in front. It went off McKenzie. Ravenwood bring the puck back to center. Penalty time against them is up. They're back at even strength. Brady Friedman behind the net. I don't know if he was thinking about doing the Michigan or what, but he was doing something with a puck behind the net. It's cleared out by the JP2, sent back into the zone. Joe Hiller banks it off the near kick plate and out. Now Joe Hiller back into the Ravenwood zone, getting off a shot. It went off a Ravenwood player who had gotten down to his knees in the back check and forced it to go wide. Puck out on the far side. Here is Grady Fernan. Banking it off the near side. Carried to center. Puck dumped back into the Ravenwood zone. Raptors trying to get it out, held in. Nick Pellegrino still serving his 2 and 10. It should be done soon as the centering pass to Robert Longer into the JP2 slot is broken up by Clayton Roach. Now Roach back in the Ravenwood zone. Rounded defender to the front of the net. Oh, but the puck got away from him right when he got to Reese McKenzie. Puck out at center, Ian Sullivan with it. Now David Bavas. Ahead to Reese Davidson, who backhands it back into the Ravenwood zone. Puck out on the far side, Bavas. Now Ian Sullivan is knocked away and out. Now Mason Reed, left wing side of the JP2 zone, passes it off. And a shot from the right circle, turned away by Simmons. Wasn't a very hard shot. Not sure who it was just yet. There's a backhander from the right circle, turned away by Simmons. It was Zeke Landcamer who had that one shot. There's a one-timer. Score! Cannon Kaiser from the left hash marks. Rips a one-timer into the back of the net. And it is 7-3 Ravenwood with 9:31 to go. You would never have known that JP2 jumped out to a 2-0 lead almost 4 minutes in. That's 2 goals in the game for Kaiser. Draw one by JP2. Here's Oscar Ford with a shot off the right leg pad of McKenzie. And now back the other way comes Mason Reed. Backhands it in front, but Cooper Freeman couldn't control it. Reed again. Now Nick Pellegrino's out of the box now, so he served his 2 and 10. Reed with a shot. Stopped by Simmons. Backhander score, Cooper Freeman. Reed's shot hit the toe of the left leg pad of Simmons, and then Freedman backhands it into the roof of the net. And why is the clock running? It's not a running clock margin. It's 8-3 Ravenwood. And Matthew Simmons is being replaced by Jacob Benoit. We've got someone. I'm just going to take it down to 8:15. The scorekeeper is still not paying attention. No one's noticed the clock is running. And I bet it stops. No, he just let it go. No, it has stopped. No. Jeez Louise. It's now down to below 8 minutes. It's 8-3 Ravenwood, not that it matters. Joe Hiller. Puck knocked away as he brought it down the Ravenwood right wing. Coleman Glidewell sending it back into the Ravenwood zone, but the Raptors come up with it. Now here's Jake Farrell. I think it's Jake Farrell. No, it's Aryan Patnaik dropping it back to Lucas O'Leary, but it's intercepted, and Nick Pellegrino knocked down in the slot of the Ravenwood zone trying to go to the net. And we get a whistle. And the clock is still running. It's not 7 goals, it's 5. Was the button not work? What on earth do they call? Whatever it is, they finally stopped the clock with 6:45 to go. Draw to the right of Simmons. Okay, it's a penalty against JP2. Does the scorekeeper not know the rules here? The running clock is when you're up 7, not 5. Good Lord. Never mind, who cares? Draw to the right of Simmons. So Ravenwood back in the power play up 8-3. 6:25 and ticking to go. We got a rogue scoreboard operator who doesn't seem to know the rules. Unless GNASH made some big change I don't know about. They shouldn't be making a change like that in the middle of the season, though. Puck goes out of the zone. So Glidewell is in the box for what? Holding. What? Pellegrino got the penalty, but served by Glidewell. Yeah, that makes sense. Minute left in the power play for Ravenwood. Puck brought back into the JP2 zone on the right wing side. Here's Liam Powell with a shot in the left circle. Top of the left circle, it's blocked. Comes out to the far side. Here's Jake Farrell. Shot hit some skates, went past the net. Powell with a shot from the blue line, stopped and held on to by Simmons. And we're just going to keep letting the clock run. Okay. He must be reading the rules from like a weekend tournament and thinking it applies to GNASH. 20 seconds left in the power play. And now 5 minutes and ticking to go in the game, 8-3, Ravenwood. Draw to the left of Simmons, won by Ravenwood. Shot in the blue line, stopped, rebound, shanked by Cannon Kaiser. Penalty time against JP2 is up. They're back at even strength. Nick Pellegrino out on the ice, passing it up the near side, but David Bavis couldn't get to the puck. Puck comes around to the far boards. Oh, and Clay Roach with a break-up and steal, closes in, his shot missed the net. McKenzie got a piece of it because they're banging the sticks against the Ravenwood boards, Ravenwood bench boards. Back the other way, go Ravenwood. David Bavis with a steal, banks it off the near glass and out. Zeke Landcamer with a puck at center. And puck turned back over to the Raptors. I think this is Grady Fernan. Passing off in front, but unable to get it in there. I'm not sure who it is, but he just pushed it wide to the left of Benoit, It's Jacob Benoit in net now. It's Kaiser. Ravenwood wearing those darn jerseys with a dark charcoal numbers on the back. Can hardly even read from up close. Robert Longard behind the net. Passing it up to the right point, but Timo Holland couldn't keep it in the zone. Ravenwood turned the puck over inside their own zone. Joe Hiller. Knocked down, going to be a penalty. And the penalty getter, penalized player said something, so it's going to be a 2 and a 10. Not sure who that is in the box. Oh, it's Powell, Liam Powell in the box. Oh, they finally stopped the clock. Now they're running it. Good God. JP2 back in the power. Oh, they stopped it. Now it's running again. Oh, my God. Make up your mind. Draw to the left of Reese McKenzie. I still don't know what the penalty was for. Puck went out of play. I think somebody finally got to him and said, hey, it's 7-goal lead when you run the clock, not 5. Draw going to be to McKenzie's right again. I'd really like to know what that penalty was. So JP2 on the power play here. Shot in the left circle, stopped by McKenzie. Rebound, score. McKenzie made the first save, and then the rebound was punched into the back of the net. And I'm not sure who got the goal, but it's 8-4 Ravenwood now with 1:53 to go. It's a power play goal for the Knights. Cannon Kaiser into the JP2 zone on the left wing side of the puck knocked away. Here's Cooper Hill out to the right circle. Hill drops the puck back up to the blue line. A shot went off a JP2 player and up into the air, and we get a whistle. Do we have coincidentals? Why did they blow the whistle? Okay, the net got dislodged. 71 seconds to go. 8-4 Ravenwood. I'd like to know who got that last goal for JP2. Thank you very much. Draw to the right of Simmons. It's out at center in final minute of the game. God, what a mess this game turned into. And it's not like bad behavior. It just got real messy for JP2 in the second. And they got even worse here in the third. They had a 2-0 lead before 4 minutes were done in the first period. Puck out at center. Keaton Moffitt passing over to the far side. Brought back into the JP2 zone. Here's a one-timer from Cooper Hill in the left circle over the net under 30 seconds to go. Puck back deep in the Ravenwood zone. And they're going to hold it behind the net, and that's it. The Raptors are 6-1 on the season with an 8-4 win over JP2. So JP2 fall to 5-2. Ravenwood are now 6-1. I'm still not sure who got that last goal for JP2. Did they even go? Did somebody even go to the box and report it? Because the JP2 players, like, they all skated straight back to center as soon as the puck was in. I'm going to have to go find out. All right, so apparently Joe Hiller scored that last goal. Again, I don't know because it happened so fast. There was a shot, Reese McKenzie made the save, and then the rebound was punched in, and then the JP2 players barely celebrated and then skated right back to center. So JP2, 2 goals for Joe Hiller, 2 goals for Oscar Ford, I guess. For Ravenwood, 2 goals for Cannon Kaiser, 2 goals for Keaton Moffitt. Oh, Liam Powell got called for tripping. Okay. The other goals for Ravenwood, Cooper Friedman, Jake Farrell, Grady Fernan, Mason Reed, let's see. Good God, I gotta get off here because I gotta go. Kaiser, Moffitt, Cooper Friedman, Fernan, Jake Farrell, Mason Reed. Player of the game is going to be split between Moffitt and Kaiser for having 2 goals. All right. I got to get off air because I got to get going. I got to get packed up and get to Bellevue. 8-4. Ravenwood beat JPII-MLK 8-4. Thanks for listening. And I got to get packed up. Got to get in the car, drive down to Bellevue. Talk to you at 8:25 from Bellevue for Innsworth, Nolensville, Lipscomb taking on Franklin. 2 more games in between coming up in just a few minutes here on Rink 8 at Centennial at 7:05. Centennial FRA taking on Mount Juliet, Wilson Central, Green Hill. 7:40 over on Rink B, Brentwood against Montgomery Bell. Again, the final score here, Ravenwood 8, JPII-MLK 4. That's it for me for now. Talk to you from Bellevue at 8:25 for Innsworth and Franklin. Bye for now.